I had lunch recently with a manager who's been working with an early career professional that had been an intern. The manager was telling me how their mindset had shifted from coaching the intern to telling the new employee, you got to go figure it out. The intent was to teach self-reliance, and that the job and the world was not going to give them the answers or tell them how to do everything. It's good intent. But the result was this early 20s employee wasn't thriving, they were flailing. So I talked about how we do it in scouting, where 12-year-olds are leading a patrol of 6 of their peers to plan logistics for a whole weekend. 14-year-olds leading a troop of 30 with leadership teams and weekly meetings. Eagle Scout candidates leading service projects with hundreds of man-hours, thousands of dollars of budget. In each case, the adults start with, you got to go figure it out. But then, after we've seen them putting forth effort, but not always great interim results, we ask questions. Have you thought about? Hey, what's your plan for? The questions aren't a quiz nor an interrogation, but to get them thinking about those areas differently so that they figure out more of their own stuff for themselves. The most powerful aspect of that is the mentoring during those debriefs, which works just as well at 13, at 18, and 23. Asking, how do you think it's going? What would you do different next time? And after all of it, hey, could I offer some additional ideas? Those dialogues are especially powerful when you have a long-term mentoring relationship or a managerial one. Some of my favorite experiences are working one-on-one where I get to see someone solve multiple problems over a year or 2 years so we can have that iterative conversation on you got to figure it out to have you thought about to what could you do better next time. I've tried to apply that in parenting. My kids are all in their 20s. So it'd be easy to go tell them, go figure it out. But we still occasionally go through the have you thought about? And what's your thinking or ideas on? Candidly, parenting a 20-something can resemble managing or mentoring an early career professional as long as you embrace the learning through doing and the giving of space. Some coaching options. To new managers and mentors, early career professionals are going to thrive in that sink or swim directive, and that reinforces self-reliance some of the time. The trick, kind of like you got to parent each of your kids a little differently based on their needs and learning styles, is to understand where each of those young career folks are and give them the right balance of directives, questions, coaching, and mentoring so that each of them can reach their highest potential. See you next Monday.